When I was writing these characters, I really loved them all, even though I felt like all of them in some way are pretty flawed, and they definitely have limits in a way where maybe they should have moved beyond those limits at this point in their lives. I really was writing each character from their point of view. Like in the time that I was writing that character, I was arguing on their behalf.
One way that I like to think about the movie is that it's a coming-of-age story, and that you typically see that when a young girl is on the precipice of adolescence, or, you know, like that hinterland between like 12, 13, 15. And I've seen that before in film, and I'd always kind of wanted to play that sort of period, but felt like I never really got to. And when I read this script, I saw it as a different kind of coming of age, when a girl is firmly crossing over the threshold into womanhood, like no going back.
From Margot's perspective, I think, like most women I know, you grow up as a child with fairy tales that all end with "and they lived happily ever after." And it never really gets disabused in any like important way until you live your own life. And I think that consistently we get completely perplexed and like confounded by the fact that happily ever after also contains like all kinds of messes, and that's just a function of two people being together, that like it's not simple. Like you might be kind of happy, but you'll also probably be kind of sad or angry, or you know, there's so many things that happen in a relationship, but nothing in life really prepares us for that. And I also think that we live in a culture where we feel like if there's something missing, that means there's something wrong, and it can be fixed, and it should be fixed, and it's a failure to not fix it.
I think that Lou makes her feel contained. I think that Lou makes her feel cozy, safe, secure, but a little asleep, a little drowsy. And then by accident or by fate, Daniel comes into her life and she's sort of awoken from slumber. I mean, I think about her in a lot. I think of her as Sleeping Beauty. I think of her as Anna Karenina. I think of her as Charlie Chaplin. I think of her a lot of different, there's a lot of things that sort of feed in, and in really subtle ways, but and that he wakes her up to what she might be missing. She feels so intensely when she's around him, and that maybe that feeling will last, and that feeling will grow, and that feeling will turn into something more. You know, you just get this sense of like being larger than you are when you're in love.